Hello, my name is Dr. Amjad Ayub Mirza. I am an author, a human rights activist, and a broadcaster. I bring to you latest updates regarding the Hamas-Israel war. As we all know, launched an unprovoked attack on Israel at 6:30 in the morning on the 7th of October 2023, mercilessly killing hundreds of civilians, babies, women, old people, disabled people, and creating havoc on the border with Israel and the whole strip. And they entered the villages by land, by paragliders, and by the sea route. Now, you must have been following the events yourself as well, because it is at the moment the hottest news on every single TV channel. But I want to bring to you some latest developments. One of which is that Anthony Blinken is now in the Middle East. He has visited Israel, and then at the moment, as I speak to you, he's in Qatar. And in Qatar, what he's trying to do is they're warning Israel's neighboring countries not to take advantage of the Hamas and Israel conflict and attack Israel, or even think of that. Lebanon, Syria, Jordan, these are some of the countries that are neighboring Israel. And the northern border of Israel, Lebanon, already Hezbollah and Israel have exchanged fire. They say, Hezbollah fighters have been neutralized or killed, but it hasn't escalated. There are reports coming in that Damascus airport in Syria has been targeted by Israeli jets and the runway has been destroyed. The $6 billion that America had frozen and now they were released have been put on hold, so Iran is not getting that $6 billion. And every 30 seconds, Israel is firing a rocket into Gaza. So far, 4,000 tons of explosives have been bombarded by Israel on Gaza, and more than 6,000 rockets have been fired into Gaza. Now, let's see what the newspapers, especially the Financial Times, tells us about what is going on. The headline says, Washington urges restraint on Israel as threat of regional conflict mounts. Blinken warns on civilian casualties. Arab states told not to take advantage. Saudis and Iran in talks. So Saudi and Iran in talks means that Saudis are also trying to tell Iran to show restraint in this regard. Now, Israel has the right, indeed the obligation, to defend itself and to ensure that this will never happen again. This is what Anthony Blinken has said while touring the region. And so far, according to the Financial Times, more than 1,200 civilians and soldiers have been killed, including 27 Americans, and more than 3,000 have been wounded. As we know, Hamas kidnapped about 150 people from Israel, which included girls, women, men, and foreigners as well, and taken them deep inside Gaza. As I mentioned in my first video on this, on the 8th of 7th and also the 8th of this month, was that there can be only two purposes. One is exchange of prisoners that are Hamas prisoners in Israeli prisons. The other is to use them as human shields against Israeli bombardment. Now what it seems is Hamas is using 150 hostages to achieve both aims. They have demanded that Hamas prisoners should be released from the Israeli jails, and they are also using them as human shields. And the proof of this is that out of the 120, Hamas is saying that 20 have already died. I mean, Hamas did not kill them, but they have died, which means they are being used as human shield. Now, where are we going with this conflict? I personally think that this conflict, unless within the next 24 hours this conflict de-escalates, there will be a full-scale ground invasion. Israel has asked people in Gaza to leave this part of Gaza and move to the other side of Gaza because they are going to occupy this area. They are going to capture it. Now there are seven crossing points. Six of them are crossing points between Gaza and Israel, and one is the crossing point between Egypt and Gaza. Now, Israel has already shut down the six crossing points for obvious reasons, and Egypt has also shut down their crossing point with Israel. Now, Egypt has said that we are not going to accept anybody to cross over from Gaza into Egypt. So, basically, the Palestinian people who have become victims of this war that has been adventurously initiated by Hamas have nowhere to go. So this is an update on the war. In my next vlog, I'm going to try and discuss why in this Western world people are taking out pro-Palestinian rallies condemning Israel. Although it is not Israel who has attacked Gaza or the Palestinians or even Hamas, it is Hamas that has carried this vicious campaign against Israel. So why is the world ignoring the fact that actually Israel is the victim of terrorism, and from Glasgow to London, from London to New York and other capitals and large cities of the Western world, we are witnessing pro-Palestinian rallies with pro-Palestinian flags. Even in China, today in China, Chinese capital of Beijing, an Israeli staff member of the Israel embassy was stabbed and taken to hospital. Please share this video, subscribe to my channel, keep watching.